chatting and performing his classic Lady in Red for us later, it's the legendary Burgh. Our first guest has been a household name since his love anthem, Lady in Red, shot to #1 in 24 countries. More than 20 years later, he's still enjoying international success, and for his latest musical offering, he's paired up with one of the Middle East's most promising young stars, Tina Yamut.
We must live for the day, share every precious moment. This is the way we'll be forever. We must live for the day, treasure these special memories, and I'll be there.
Please welcome Burgh.
Who's that bird on there? Hey?
Hi, they're all my fans. Hello, how are you doing?
Who was the young lady in the video?
Oh, in the video?
Yeah.
Her name, I thought you meant the lady over there.
No, you meant that's my fan, not they're my fans.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, thank you. You've got a lot of fans, you know that. Her name is Tina Yamut. I heard her singing on a program last year called Star Academy in Beirut. And,
Is that sort of like their X Factor version of?
yeah, they're very talented youngsters, but the thing about it is they come from 16 different Arab countries, and they have an average viewership every Friday for 3 months of 70 million.
Wow,
And
70 million.
yeah, and
Like
I've
this
done
show.
it 3 times, and last year when I saw her singing, I do duets with these kids, and I thought she had real star quality. And I was there again about 2 weeks ago in Beirut, part of a tour. I was in Russia, Latvia, Lithuania, Denmark. Beirut was kind of at the end of
Do
it.
you not get fed up with all the... Because you're always on tour, it seems.
Well, I kind of balance things, you know. I get home as often as I can, but yeah, I like it.
But how many concerts a year, do you reckon?
About 100.
100?
Yeah.
And do you take the whole family with you? Does
Oh,
everyone
no,
go?
no
Is it a
way.
big entourage? Or
No,
it's
well,
just...
my daughter, the young girl who won the Miss World competition, she's really busy doing stuff.
I bet she is.
TV work. And,
Beautiful. Is she modelling now, Chris?
yeah, she's doing a lot of modelling and TV work and writing and
How
stuff.
did you manage that?
People often say that to me.
Very rude.
You see, she's really tall and I'm not, and she's very slim and I've got a little bit of a shape to me. You know, round is a shape, you know. And it's the mother. Always, you know, look for a
Good
beautiful
genes,
mother.
yeah,
Absolutely.
good genes. So you're travelling, you're on the road all the time. Now, I couldn't believe this is your 44th album.
Well, Patrick told me that, your researcher, and I had no idea. So can I just have a look at that?
You've not seen it?
No. Here it is, folks. Yeah, now and then. It's the idea is it spans my career. I've had very, very lucky to have had 34 years as a professional singer, and it covers my early albums to, you know, Lady in Red, Don't Pay the Ferryman, what do you got up here? High in Emotion, Say Goodbye to One, and loads of stuff anyway.
What's that Spaceman one? Is that on there?
Spaceman Came Travelling.
Yes, that's on it.
Yeah.
But
and you're going
actually,
to perform Lady in Red for us a bit later, aren't you?
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
But although you're synonymous with, obviously, with Lady in Red, and people do tend to know you a lot in this country for your ballads, really, when you're on stage, you're a bit of a, you're really a bit of a rocker, aren't you?
Well, it is a rock show, yeah. I have a terrific band from the UK, and when we do a show, actually, Lady in Red is the quietest song of the night, and the rest of it is a full-on rock show, you know, people dancing and jumping up and down, because I've got a lot of energy. I sing every night for approximately 3 hours without a break. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you've got 3 hours to spare, folks, I'm yours.
I mean, I've heard different stories about who Lady in Red was about. Can you clear that one up for us? Apparently Princess Diana thought it was about her, Fergie thought it was about her.
That's all newspaper stuff, you know. You
Yeah,
can't
so
believe
what's
that.
the real story?
Well, the real story is I was writing for an album called Into the Light in the mid-'80s, and at that time my band and I were playing football stadiums, you know, 50,000 people, 100,000, and it was a full-on rock show with, you know, with the lights and all that stuff. And I wanted to balance the record with a ballad, a couple of ballads. We had our little girl, Rosanna, she's 2 years old, so I wrote a little song for her. And one day I was sitting at my piano, I got this line, "I've never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight." And it was the word never really struck me, thinking, obviously these two people have been together for a while, And it's developed out of, so it wasn't about anybody in particular.
Right.
The second verse about looking across a crowded room, I had that experience with Diane, my wife, you know, sort of surrounded by admirers kind of thing.
But really, it had no true meaning till you sang it to me on Down to Earth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, when I met Denise on Down to Earth, it started an affair of the heart.
Oh.
That hasn't let up. Isn't that right, Denise?
It did.
And,
What do you
her
you do
snoring
yes,
doesn't put you
snoring
off
might
then.
put you off.
Well,
yeah.
actually, you've never had a chance to find out, really, have you?
Oh.
If you
I
snore.
No, I don't know.
Are you a snorer? Are you a snorer?
Well, everybody always denies, okay? But
Yeah.
apparently a little bit from time. Well, if you had a nose this size, I suppose you do, you know. But have you talked about sleep apnea at all?
Yes, we
Oh,
did.
yeah,
I think
you
I've
said
got
that you
it 'cause I'm
thought you
tired
had
all
it.
the
Yeah, but
time.
she's got everything.
I've got every... Yeah.
Well, sleep apnea is when you actually stop breathing
Yeah.
and you make this horrible sound.
Yeah.
That's the one
She
I
doesn't
do.
do that. You
Well-
don't. You just snore.
Do you know, a bit of lavender oil on the pillow, that might do the trick.
Might it?
Yeah.
Well, bring some
Or
round.
sleep standing up.
Right, listen, the album's released April 21st, Now and Then, and we'll see you a bit later on to perform your
Buy this
classic
record.
Lady in Red. Christa Burgh, everybody.
Thank you.